Kia ora, my name's Shelby, and we are now talking about Watergate. So guard Frank Wills was doing his rounds in the Watergate hotel that served as headquarters for the Democratic Party when he became suspicious that someone had broken in. Wills called police after seeing that tape used to hold the door open had reappeared after he had removed it and during his earlier rounds. He called the police at 1:47 a.m. and at 2:30 a.m. they arrested 5 men who gave fake names. They had sophisticated spying equipment with them, and one had a direct line phone number for the White House. The next day, on holiday in Florida, President Nixon dismissed the incident as a third-rate burglary. At Republican headquarters, an aide boasted of their own security in the hands of James W. McCord, a former CIA operative who at the moment was appearing in court as one of the 5 Watergate burglars. Alongside him were Frank Sturgis, Bernard Barker, Virgilio Gonzalez, and Eugenio Martinez, who had been hired by the White House and the Citizens Committee to re-elect the president, known as CREEP, to spy on their political enemies. It was imperative that the burglary was not linked to the White House in an election year, and for 5 months the facade was maintained. Nixon was easily elected to a second term. The FBI investigated and linked the Watergate break-in to 2 White House officials, G. Gordon Liddy and E. Howard Hunt. In 1971, a newspaper had reported on Nixon's covert military operations in Vietnam, and he was determined that the White House would stop such damaging information from getting out. So a group nicknamed the Plumbers, because they would plug such leaks, was formed. The White House pressurized McCord to plead guilty and to blame the CIA, and it was later learned that Nixon had approved the payment of as much as $1 million from CREEP campaign coffers to buy the burglars' silence. At the trial, only McCord and Liddy pleaded guilty, but Judge John Sirica postponed the sentence for 2 more months. McCord lost his nerve and revealed the depth of the conspiracy. President Nixon was quoted of saying, $1 million? We could get that, he said. The aftermath was in June 1973. A Senate committee convened, the truth, including the revelation that Nixon taped all the Oval Office conversations, emerged. Grudgingly, and after losing a lengthy court battle, Nixon released the tapes. Quote, "There will be no whitewash at the White House," close quote, but numerous transcripts were heavily edited and featured the words, quote, "expletive deleted," close quote. As Nixon's foul language was censored, on 9th of August 1974, Nixon resigned to avoid impeachment. Many of the revelations of the scandal came in the Washington Post, and they were written by novice local reporters Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein. They were helped by a secret source nicknamed Deep Throat, after a porno movie of that name. On 31st of May 2005, it was revealed that former FBI Deputy Director W. Mark Felt, 91, was Deep Throat. He died at the age of 95 on December 18th, 2008. You should know, curiously, an 18-minute gap appeared on a crucial tape discussing the break-in, but most incriminating, it failed to delete Nixon's demand. On 23rd of June 1972, the CIA be directed to interfere with the FBI's investigation into Watergate, known as the smoking gun tape. It sealed the president's fate. This is just a depiction of what Watergate looks like. And yeah, hope you enjoyed that story. Stay safe and please subscribe.